Hey everybody, Getúlio Tamid here with you, and today I will be analyzing the opening of the very first minutes of the episode Dead to Me Don't Go. Yeah, that's right. Why did I decide to analyze the first lines of this so famous series from Netflix, Dead to Me? First of all, because I'm a big fan of Linda Cardellini, and she is one of the producers of the show. Did you know that? Yes. And what type of humor, what type of comedy is Dead to Me? It's a tragic comedy. Why? Because there is murder. And whenever there is murder in a series, of course, and you have comedy and murder at the same time, tragedy, tragedy. Yeah, tragedy. And what I like about this series is because each episode, lasts at least 26 to 33 minutes, and it's amazing. The creator was Liz Feldman. It's American, and Linda Cardellini, as I said in the beginning, she's one of the producers. That's amazing. And there is also the so brilliant Christina Applegate. And Christina Applegate, if you don't remember, she is in one of the episodes of Friends. And that's it. And she's amazing. The two girls together, it's beautiful to see the way they act. It's beautiful to see the way they interact with each other. And it's amazing. It's one of the best. It's I believe it's one of the best series I've ever watched in terms of tragic comedy because it's light at the same time, but it keeps you feeling like, okay, I want more. I want to know what's going to happen. What will happen? What will happen? And then there is this beautiful scene in the beginning. Everything is beautiful to me. Okay, so the very first episode starts with Linda Cardellini going to a place like a grief session. It's a place where people comfort each other, people who lost their relatives and stuff like that. And then it's a circle of people talking and expressing their griefs for, bereaving and, talking about how they've been through the loss of a dear person, a relative, and stuff. Okay, so let's watch a little bit and then I will analyze line by line for all of us over here. Let's go. Let's take a look.
Sorry. I hope this isn't weird. Can I give you a hug? No. Okay.
Well, looks like we have some new people here today.
Hi, I'm Judy.
Hi, Judy.
Hey, Judy.
That's okay.
All right. Well, welcome to Friends of Heaven. I'm Pastor Wayne. As some of you know, I like to start out our grief circle by talking about a loss I lived through that got me into this work.
Okay. Well, stop a little bit here. Yes, that's right. So in the beginning, as you can see, she says, sorry, I hope this is not weird. Okay, sorry, I hope this is not weird. What does it mean? It means she's gonna do something. She's gonna say something. She is, if I say something, sorry, I hope this is not weird. So I hope this is not strange. The word weird is the same of the word strange. When you say something weird, it's something that doesn't sound very good. When you see something weird, it's something really strange, apparently. Something really weird happened in the beginning of the pandemic. For example, we heard a noise in the sky. We could not recognize what that was, but we saw no airplane, no aircrafts, nothing in the sky, but there is this strange noise in the beginning of the pandemic. And then in the very night, a woman opened up the window from her apartment and started shouting, Jesus is coming back. Yeah, she got freaked out. That's really weird. And she says, sorry, I hope this is not weird. Why? Because she wants to give Christina Applegate a hug. So she says, can I give you a hug? Okay. Well, first of all, we need to understand a hug. Yes, can I give you a hug? Most American people don't hug each other. I might be wrong, but according to what I know from Americans, according to what I know, especially from talking to my friends from United States, my friends and students, they don't hug each other. Seriously, they say hi, hey, what's up, but never hug each other except when it's very close friends or relatives, and in a moment of a very shocking moment, like emotionally, like a overwhelming moment and stuff like that. But she says, can I give you a hug? Like out of the blue, I don't even know you, and then you want to give me a hug? Come on. And she says, of course, no. And it's okay to say no if a person says something weird like that. Don't worry about it. Okay, so the pastor, in the next scene, the pastor welcomes everybody. And the pastor welcomes Linda Cardellini, and he says, well, looks like we have some new people here today. So looks like, we have the impression, we have the appearance, we have the feeling. So it looks like. So it looks like, for example, I can pick up my cell phone. Let's suppose I have just found this cell phone on the table. Somebody left, somebody forgot to pick it up and left on a table in a bar, in a restaurant. So I pick it up, and then it looks like Samsung. Let me check it out. Yeah, it's a Samsung. Okay, it looks like, so I can visualize it. I can make a judgment. So that's why I have the impression. That's why you say it looks like. So Linda Cardellini is a newcomer in the circle, and that's why the pastor says it looks like we have some new people here today. And what does it mean when he says that? He is inviting the people all over the circle to say hello to Judy, Linda Cardellini. And then Linda Cardellini says, she doesn't say, hi, hello, my name is Judy. No, she just says, hi, I'm Judy. And instead of people saying, hi, Judy, how are you? Are you okay? No, it's just, hey, Judy, hi, Judy. And it's very informal and very simple. But Christina Applegate, she doesn't want to say anything. And then the pastor gives her a look like with the intention of saying, but he doesn't say, intention of say, hey, you're not going to say anything. And then she says, that's okay. That's okay. It means, all right, okay, it doesn't matter, whatever. All right. Okay. So the pastor welcomes everybody. So he says, welcome to Friends of Heaven. Friends of Heaven, are they all dead? No, don't worry. They're not dead. Which is, the thing is that it is a circle of self-help, mutual self-help. It's a group of grieving people in despair, people who are suffering. So the name of the group is Friends of Heaven, Friends of the Sky. Angels, God, Jesus, and everything, Friends of Heaven. After all, he is a pastor. And he introduces himself as, I'm Pastor Wayne. I'm Pastor Wayne. All right, so what is a pastor? A pastor is somebody just like a priest in the Catholic Church. And now it comes my favorite sentence from this little excerpt here. He introduces himself and explains the reason why he does that job. He performs that job. And then he says, as some of you know, wow, we have a lot of things to analyze here. As some of you know, I'd like to start out our grief circle by talking about a loss I've lived through that got me into this work. Don't worry, I know it's a long sentence, but I'm going to crunch that sentence into a small part so that you can understand everything. So the first thing that you have to bear in mind is, as some of you know, it means, I know that it is familiar to you. I know that you have previous information. As some of you know, I'd like to start out What does it mean to start out? Start out is the same as a start, but a start out is a phrasal verb. So start out here, it means in the very, very, very beginning of something. I'd like to start out our grief circle. What is the grief circle? As I said, the grief circle is a circle of people who are in grief. They are suffering. It's a suffering group because the loss of their relatives. And then he says, by talking about. So I start out by talking about. I introduce a topic in a conversation. So I'd like to start out by talking about, and he doesn't say talking about, so he uses the schwa over there, and then talk about, by talking about a loss. What is a loss? Loss is the noun for the adjective lost. You know Lost, the series? Yes, I hope you do. So whenever there is a loss, it means that you lost something. Okay? I lost a friend recently because of COVID-19. Okay, I lost a friend. So that's the verb. It can also be an adjective when you say there is a lost and found department where you find things that people lose. But there is also loss, which is the noun, the substantive, the noun for lose and lost. Okay, so the loss I lived through, I experienced, I have been through, that got me into this work, that pushed me, that gave me inspiration, that gave me that really gave me motivation to start up this job as a facilitator of a grief group. That pushed me into, that got me into this work. So one of the things that you can do in order to improve your speech, improve your vocabulary and everything is doing this. Pick up a sentence like this and substitute and create your own speech, something like this. As some of you know, I'd like to start out our meeting by talking about the improvements that we got in sales the last quarter and the bad experience I've lived through with the Chinese government a couple of months ago. Yeah, I can make a variation upon the same theme. Yeah, as some of you know, I'd like to start out our party talking about how grateful I am for having my cousin who has just recovered from COVID-19 and all the things that he has lived through in the hospital. That's it. That's how you improve your speech and your vocabulary. I hope you enjoyed this analysis from Dead to Me, and you can watch the whole series on Netflix, and I promise it's going to be fun. You won't regret it. Yes, girls, and I'd like to recommend to girls because this is all about girl stuff. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye. Well, don't go away. Wait a minute. I'm still thinking about a day, like a fixed date for us to have these live videos talking about movies analysis and all this stuff. And sorry if I keep changing the format and stuff because I'm experimenting the best way to bring you the best way and the best possibilities. That's right. Thank you so very much, and see you next time. Bye-bye. You need a hug? Does she really need a hug? I don't think so. You will see it.